Welcome to No One Can Know About This, a podcast where we play every Final Fantasy. I'm Jeff Ekman.
And I'm Ryan Kazmiski.
And here we go, Season 6, Episode 6.
Hey, Jeff.
Yeah?
Do you know what today is?
What's today?
It's Armin Shimerman's birthday.
Holy shit. It's Armin Shimerman's birthday. Longtime listeners of the show know that back in Season 4, an episode when we were recording happened to land on his birthday, and I saw a tweet about it, and so I mentioned it.
And so this is our second Armin Shimerman's birthday episode.
Which is happening on the day that we're recording this part of the voiceover for this episode, the intro.
We should be clear, Armin Shimerman's birthday, when you're listening to this, was months ago.
A while,
but
yes.
When we're recording it right now, it's Armin Shimerman's birthday.
And so, here we are, Armin Shimerman's birthday part 2.
I'm excited. Armin Shimerman, if you don't know, he played Quark on Star Trek Deep Space Nine. Mm-hmm. One of the best characters on one of the best Star Treks.
I hear he's got a new book out.
Yeah, he does. I thought it'd be fun to imagine episodes we wish happened with Quark in them. Stuff we wanted to see Quark do, but we never got to see.
In Star Trek?
Yeah, like, Quark tries to introduce, the perfect ham sandwich to his menu, and, he can't get it right, And
I would watch a full spin-off.
He hires someone who claims to be, a famous sort of chef who's an expert in human food, but he's really bad, and it turns out that he's, an undercover, IRS type guy who's actually trying to investigate, and Nog gets on to him, and he doesn't know what he should do, because, the right thing would be to
but the
there's
Ferengi
two right
code,
things. There's his family and then there's the law.
There's the rules of acquisition. Mm-hmm. Anyway, this isn't a Star Trek podcast. But
in the very end, though, Sisko eats the ham sandwich and goes on a long. It's like, Quark, this sandwich is amazing, because Sisko loves to cook.
You felt that ham sandwich.
Or either that, maybe Sisko knows what the ham sandwich needs, and Quark should have just asked Sisko. This is not that funny. This is fucking stupid. Anyway, it's Armin Shimerman's birthday.
Happy birthday, Armin. What happened last week? We did the whole train sequence?
We stole a train.
Yeah, we stole the president, who turned out to be a fake president.
Yeah, but what we learned is that apparently... You sure you don't want to talk about Armin Shimerman's birthday?
We have to lay this out.
Okay, so apparently the turning on of the communication tower was a nefarious plot to broadcast something on television.
And now we got to go to Timber to the TV station.
Yeah, we're gonna try to cut the real president off at the TV station, ruin his broadcast.
So we're on the train. We just defeated the fake president.
Mm-hmm. And you would think these guards are going to be looking for us. This train is going to pull up in Timber. I mean, where else can it go? It's on train tracks.
It's on tracks.
And drop us off.
There's a rider to our contract that basically says you got to go do this.
Yeah, we have to work for Renoa until Timber is free, is what the contract is. Mm-hmm. So, the first chunk of this game is about freeing Timber, right? So that we can, finish our contract.
Yep. So let's do it. Here we go. Boy, that train mission was something.
So we're talking to NPCs on the train, and one of them once again brings up, hey, Seifer and Renoa know each other. Isn't that weird? I don't know why that is.
Hey, don't you want to know how Renoa and Seifer know each other? Yes. I just joined the Forest Owls, so I don't really know everything yet. No, tell me. Why is that? The mystery is killing me.
And I'm calling it early right here.
Because they were fucking boyfriend and girlfriend, I guarantee it.
Oh my god, what else could it be?
18 years ago, on the day before the big invasion, there was an all-out hunt for resistance members. Watson Zones' fathers both died to protect everyone in the city. Galbadian soldiers shot them in front of everyone as a warning. Everyone looked away as they were executed, but Watson's Zone were watching. They saw the whole thing.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, well, that's the history of the Forest Owls, I guess.
That would certainly radicalize someone. The entire town looks away from your parents being killed, but you watch. You're like, yeah, I'm going to join the resistance.
You know what's funny is, this resistance member tells us this heavy story, and whenever we run into, Watts or Zone, one of them is my stomach hurts, and the other one's I love porn. And that's, all they ever say to us.
Dell and glared down at the two of them like they were dirty rats. He had just become president, so to show his power, he took a soldier's gun and shot their father's already dead bodies.
Whoa.
From that day on, they decided to carry on with their father's work as forest owls. I decided to become a member after hearing that story. What about you? Did you see the clipping on the board in the conference room? Anarchist Monthly used to write special reports about the president. I saw the guy who wrote for that magazine being taken away to the prison. Being in prison for telling the truth, that's downright wrong.
Hell yeah. They're talking about this in a way where I'm like suddenly seeing how realistic the like violence and horror of the way that like they were crushed and this resistance came to be, and it's also being played to boop 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 boop.
I know.
The tone of it's so weird.
Nothing to worry about, sir. There must be someone in town who knows. Are you ready? Yeah. This fascist oppression is so goofy.
I know. So apparently there's some Galbadian soldiers who are on the lookout for us. Mm-hmm. And our train pulls into the station.
Yeah, the town is on high alert, and a train that's covered in, like, anarchist symbols and looks like a punk rock, like, tour van pulls into the station.
Maybe they're on that train that says Raiders. With the graffiti.
I don't know.
Say, I remember now, sir. I think the TV station is located behind a building called Timber Maniacs.
The Timber Maniacs is a building?
And a magazine?
Is that the magazine's, like, offices?
Maybe. Please head in that direction, sir. I hope you find it. So
Watts and Zone drop us off here in Timber and, like, go back out on the train to somewhere else.
Mm-hmm. And they tell us, like, the TV station is, like, in the direction of the Timber Maniacs building.
Mm-hmm. So we start heading through Timber.
Which, the Timber Maniacs building, we're finally going to figure out where Timber Maniacs is published.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Random encounters here now.
Okay. What you got for me, dude? This.
Just fighting our way through the town and enjoying the music. Hell yeah, keyboard.
Yeah, for real.
Fuck yeah. They got the keyboardist who worked on the TV show Taxi. Anyway, we talked to an NPC who is selling a couple of items, including a map of the town.
Not for sale.
What the fuck?
But I'll show it to you.
What? What? The map that this person shows you is just a jumbled mess of words. It's a proper word map.
It's literally written in, like, ASCII, like the ASCII. It's fucking impossible to read.
There's blocks all over it.
It's like they took something from, like, a GameFAQ walkthrough where they had to, like, use text to draw a map. And it's such, it hurts my eyes to look at.
So it's not for sale, but she'll show it to you, and it's just like, I hate it.
The least helpful thing ever.
My brain.
What?
My brain.
What?
My brain.
Is this the key? What? Wait.
My brain.
What? What am I fucking looking at?
Who
Is this
cares?
a map?
I drew it myself, easy to understand, huh?
Same person's got a couple other items for sale.
Naughty magazine. I can't sell naughty magazines to underage kids. We're not even 18 years old.
The only thing this thing sells is naughty magazines.
Is this guy just, like, sitting outside with a table with, like, 6 random things on it? You know, like when you're just, like, walking around.
And being like, none of these are for sale? I think.
And some of them he's like, I'm not selling the porno. You know? It's like if you went to, like, a tourist town and someone's like, oh, come into my souvenir shop. And you go in and it's just a porno store. They're like, we have dildos, we have DVDs, like whatever souvenirs you want to remember the town by.
The dildos say our town's name on them.
Yeah. you can get a dick with, like, your initials on it.
That's the only thing this shop has.
Well, but Zone is a regular here. I sell them to him sometimes. He was looking for a book called Girl Next Door. You should tell Zone if you ever find one.
Wait, remember we found that other magazine in Zone's room and it was like...
No, that was in Zell's room.
Okay.
But it said Timber Maniacs
Zell's, not Zone. Yeah, I don't know.
By the way, this porno thing is all part of a side quest later. A very small one, but this is a clue.
Anyway, we make it to the Timber Maniacs entrance. Inside the Timber Maniacs.
Yeah, they have a magazine. Hey, what's up?
What can I do for you, honey?
You want to take a look around?
Okay, go ahead. Can you do this at any newspaper office? Just walk in and the receptionist will be like, hey, what can I do for you? And you're like, I'm just going to poke around your offices. And they're like, go ahead.
Well, this place really has the vibe of like a crusty alt weekly, you know? Like there's like 4 people who work here. They obviously have seen better days. There's just magazines on the floor.
I was going to say,
in the
scattered
lobby.
around the hallway are a bunch of magazines, which I thought I checked every one of, but I think I missed one.
Yeah,
which that'll
way
come back
later in the game we come back and you're like,
But
I
there's like a
swear
bunch
to
of
God.
magazines on the floor.
A lot of old magazines. Hey, these are the battle series. I've read all of them.
Oh, cute boys like you are always welcome here.
God, I fucking knew it was better to be a cute boy. Just look around.
My
wherever
whole
you
life
want.
they said it didn't matter, but I knew it did.
Old issue of Timber Maniacs. We finished reading it. Maybe if we find every issue of Timber Maniacs, something happens?
I have no idea.
Oh, you're looking around? Is there anything you want to know about Timber Maniacs?
So now we're talking to the head editor of the paper. Mm-hmm. And this guy's got a lot to say.
Yeah, he's like lamenting that I guess they publish a bunch of magazines, and he's like, back in the day we made like badass magazines, and now we just make like battle magazines, whatever that
It
is.
used to be like Big Brother. Not Big Brother. What's the name of that fucking magazine?
Big Brother.
It is Big Brother. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. But now we're sold out.
Now we're like Trans World.
Okay, well, as you know, the name of the company is Timber Maniacs. We're a publisher that was established 20 years ago.
Are they like Wizards of the Coast?
We used to publish a magazine called Tim Mani, short for Timber Maniacs.
Oh.
It was a compilation of freelance writing, letters, reports, etc. The
Okay.
majority of the fans wanted to become journalists. I joined the company because I wanted to become an editor for Tim Mani. But times have changed.
Wow.
Now the only things that sell are books like the Battle series. It's so sad. I've lost my will to work here. He's gonna go on forever.
So as this guy starts rambling on about, his past life, Squall's like, man, adults, they just won't shut the fuck up. Wow.
This is so typical. Adult. The fact that we are not we're teenagers is crazy.
We're a kid compared to this guy.
But like we're not even 18. Look at us.
Adults reminiscing and talking on and on about the things they couldn't do or didn't do. I'll never be like that when I grow up and become an
I
adult.
hate it. A word of advice: you're still young. Don't let your life pass you by. Fuck. Come again.
So we leave the Timber Maniacs building and continue exploring the entire town. I think we forgot that we were supposed to go to the TV station behind the Timber Maniacs building.
Well, no, to figure out how to get there, like people have clues for
Okay,
you.
yeah.
You gotta like go, like all this stuff is on the way.
So we walk into somebody's house.
Yeah, the most dysfunctional household ever. Like this place, everyone in here is fucked up.
They fight a lot, but my parents totally get along. I can't wait to meet a great guy I can scream at and exchange blows with. Sounds like a really healthy thing's going on in this house. Oh, maybe she likes screaming and punching. Yeah, some people like that. Let's see, there used to be a way through the back alley of this house.
Oh, really?
The pub was built around the time they stopped broadcasting.
Okay.
We haven't used the back alley too much since then.
Why haven't anybody
Why don't you look through the
broadcast
second
in
floor?
17 years?
They just stopped using radio waves. They use cable now.
Okay. All right.
High definition cables.
HD.
So like the woman who owns this house tells us we can see the back alley we need to get to, like from the second story window. So we go upstairs where her like 2 delinquent children are like running a scam where they charge you to look through the window. I don't know how many people are walking through the house.
They blame it on the cat, but that doesn't matter.
Well, look, I mean that's like the misdirection, right? I mean they're young, they're new at it, but they're like one of them is like, "Hey,
prodigies.
watch me juggle," while the other one picks your pocket.
Hey kids, look out the window.
Taking a look-see.
So there's a safe point down there, and a drunk guy,
Cool.
and a cat.
A cat on a ledge.
Not sure what I learned from that.
Me either. So their mom comes upstairs to reprimand them for pickpocketing us, basically.
How many times have I told you not to take money from people? I'm gonna beat your Wow, she spanked him.
She spanked him.
Oh, I reduced the price for 1,000 gildo. It's not about the money. I didn't raise you this way.
You're a disgrace. You're a disgrace to my name, and I never want to see you again.
I want to pay you.
Well, That voice really did something to my throat that made me need to cough.
So we leave the house knowing where the alley is. The funny thing is like, everyone's like, we gotta figure out how to get to the alley. The only way to get to the alley is the only way to go. But anyway, we make it to the front of the pub.
Where there's a couple of Galbadian soldiers out front.
Yo, better ease off a little. These timber hicks hate us enough as it is. Let's stomp these fucking pigs. Let's get them.
Fuck yeah! Where are we gonna meet Laguna in the game?
I feel like that stuff that happened before this, right?
Maybe. Yeah. So we beat the soldiers and enter the pub.
Yeah, and in the pub, there's like, you need to get through the back door, but there's a drunk dude sitting in front of it, and I guess you can't like move him or ask him to move. You gotta figure out what he wants to get him to move.
A drifter is in here. I've had enough of this city. I came from Dover to have be a good time, and now trains are no longer running. Can't even stay in a hotel because some stupid official harassed by Albanian soldiers watching this weird acid trip cat on the TV.
What the fuck is up with that? Holy shit. That's a terrifying series of images. Yeah, the side of this pub has a TV that's like displaying a photo-negative cat that morphs into another face.
It's like a neon Cirque du Soleil mask that's like morphing between one and another, and it just goes back and forth.
Had my precious card stolen. This hasn't been my day.
Oh shit.
Who stole your card?
And how do we play
Those
it?
jerks. They think they can use brute force to kill who they want. Everything's jacked up because the resistance tried to kidnap a president. Thanks to them, the trades are stopped. There's Galbadian soldiers all over the place. All because of them. Don't understand I'm the one suffering from my reckless actions. Good and bone and good for nothing. Blah, 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 blah. Hey.
What was you?
Don't understand anything. The resistance is fighting for Timber's future.
Renoa stupidly decides like, oh,
I'm going to engage with this.
I should engage with this wasted guy who can't stand up and can barely
But
speak.
he made a point that I think deserves a little bit of a pushback.
They're all doing the best they can. It's the Galbadian soldiers and their leader who are at fault.
So we go over and talk to the bartender here.
I'll talk to you. How to distinguish the drinks? Well, to make it short, labels are red, green, or yellow. They're either sweet or bitter. What?
Okay.
You want to know more? Well, let's see.
Red labels are Kraka and Mimets.
Green
labels are Tantal and Reagan. These are names of greens.
But these are drinks. Okay.
For chocobos.
Yellow labels are Curial and Silkus.
These are all types of things
for you?
Grains for chocobos from FF7.
The sweet ones are Tantal. What the fuck?
Oh god, the bitter ones are Kraka, Reagan, and Silkus. Oh, there's some kind of word puzzle.
There's a logic puzzle going on here where some things are some things and others are not others, and they're.
But there's a Venn diagram of things, and if you can pick the right thing.
Hunter, you want to go through the back alley? Might be a little difficult right now. He's being pretty stubborn. The guy throws a fit when you try to move him from that. So this drifter is in our way.
Okay.
Where's your card?
We need your card.
Observe. Ugh, this stuff stinks.
So we're picking up heavy vibes of annoying puzzle to get this drifter out of the way.
Annoying puzzle vibes.
Drinking from a bottle with a red label, he looks quite drunk.
We need to find out what his drink is.
Talk to him. We need to get through. Jeez, now I'm getting dissed by some punk. Owner, give me another drink.
Tell him about the card.
Why do we have it?
Already have it.
Found it outside. Oh, did we kill those soldiers and get his card back? Seems like we probably did.
It seemed like there was a puzzle, but then we told him that we had his card, and he was like, oh, you don't need to do the puzzle. We can keep the card, and also get a new card.
Oh!
Hell yeah.
So you don't have to do the puzzle if you give him the card, but then he gives you the card anyway, so why would you do the puzzle?
What does the guide say?
Because I'm very confused about if the puzzle was just like a joke to make you go like, oh fuck, we're gonna have to write down colors and names of drinks, or if you could do the puzzle, because he gives you the card anyway, you know? Like, you know, if you saw an old guy drop $5 and you're like, hey, you dropped this, and you'd be like, just for being so honest, you can keep it.
There are two ways to move the drifter: buy him a drink or give him one of his missing cards. There are 6 drinks from which to choose. but the drifter only likes one of the 6. Upon speaking with the woman at the bar, you learn that the drifter likes bitter drinks. Okay, I don't think we learned that. Now observe the drifter to check out that he's currently holding
a red
one.
So if you know that it's red and bitter, you can figure out which of the red ones it is.
Yeah, the drifter only likes Reagan. He'll turn down anything else. If you would rather not spend 100 gil buying the drifter a drink, you can simply tell him about the monster card you found after the fight outside the pub. He's so elated upon hearing this information that he moves out of the way. In addition, he lets you keep the card and just gives you another card for kicks.
What kind of design philosophy is this?
I don't know.
I'm so baffled by this. Like, are they assuming that you're going to assume he'll keep the card, so you'll bother doing this like drink riddle? Or
I guess it's better for you to give him the card than to solve.
Yeah,
the puzzle.
it doesn't matter. You get to keep it all the same, and you don't have to spend 100 gil, and you don't have to think about fucking the drink names and their colors and what they taste like. You don't have to draw a Venn diagram.
Anyway, we moved the drifter.
And he's gonna move.
Wait, because we found his card, he's letting us.
We don't have to do the drink puzzle.
Well, that's good. So we walk into the alleyway behind the pub, which is the same view that we saw from that window earlier. It's all coming together.
Yeah, I mean, you know, for as incomplete as everything is, they've really painted a nice little picture of this house and the bar next to it. The dysfunctional family, and the bar owner who's mellow except when he's with his wife, and then they're abusive, and then the effect it has on their daughter who's destined to like grow up to repeat the same mistakes, and the kids who are destined to end up in prison in the desert.
As grifters.
Yeah.
We move on.
Oh, look, and now they're looking down on
That's
us.
a cool little vignette.
Yeah.
Or tableau. Table-o.
A table-o.
Table-o.
Table-o, your tableau is ready.
And as we saw before, there's a wasted man in the alley.
They got a problem with over-serving at this bar. Like, inside blocking the door is a guy who can't stand, and right outside of the door is a guy who just fell on the ground and didn't get up.
I feel sick.
They doing too much plug.
You play cards?
Yeah.
Wait, card? What if this guy makes some boneheaded moves because he's fucking... Oh, you know what I haven't been paying attention to?
Nah, he's got...
Is the element type.
Well, that doesn't matter right now, because certain boards will have element types on the board. And
Oh, right, that's how that works. Okay.
So we take his card and head over to, finally, the TV station. We're getting there.
We're almost there.
All right. Kitty cat. Yeah, I'm a big fan of this music. I feel like it's a way better version of the like do-do-do-do-do-do.
Yeah, I feel like this could be on for a really long time.
The
and
piano
not,
flair, the keyboard flair really helps.
It's just not gonna... I'm not gonna like get like disgusted by this. Like, it's too soft
Yeah.
to be too bothersome.
Hey, an outdoor TV.
I guess on the side of the TV station's tower, they have a big display showing whatever they're broadcasting at that time.
Yeah, which right now just looks like
Red
some
letters?
some kind of code.
Computer code?
Yeah.
This is creepy.
What is that saying?
Look, the president's in the studio now, sir. Too many guards now, so we won't be able to storm the place, sir.
So Watts runs up to us while we're standing in front of this giant TV and is like, the broadcast is about to begin.
Yeah, and we sort of stop to discuss what the plan is.
We gotta come up with a new plan now. If the president leaves, maybe the guards will be gone too.
Do you think this is gonna be the real president or another fake?
I think this is the real one.
That's when we do our broadcast. It might not be as influential, but it's better than nothing, right? The rest will spread via word of mouth.
So the plan is to hijack the thing, right?
Yeah, I guess the plan is for a bunch of 17-year-olds to appear on TV and tell the world today is the revolution. And everyone's gonna fall in line.
We don't stand a chance if we take them head on, right?
Don't worry about us. We're seeds.
Renoa...
That's just as threatening as it sounds.
Yeah.
We'll fight your enemies based on your decision. That's our duty.
No, it's true. Like, at this point, I would have thought we would have, like, busted free and seen, like, I would have thought on the first real mission, it was like, shit's going crazy in the world, and, like...
It's like shit's going crazy in the world, but for our characters, it's like, who cares?
Yeah. I get a salary
Who
either
gives
way.
a shit? Yeah.
All I gotta do is get my steps in,
Act
because
on
I'm
my
paid via my Fitbit.
planning session is quickly derailed because Squall and Renoa get in a fight where Squall is extra shitty to Renoa.
Act on my decision? That's your duty? Oh, what an easy life it must be just to follow orders. She's talking about what we're talking about.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Call it what you want. All we want is for you to achieve your goal using our help.
And then you pay us also.
I find it hard to believe that you can do it, though.
Whoa, Squall putting it down.
I fucking hate this guy.
This guy's such a dick.
Like, you know, in later ones, I hate the main character. Like, Titus is annoying.
Right.
But this guy,
This guy's like a dick.
sucks.
And not in the way that Cloud was a dick.
Yeah. Cloud immediately somehow is mysterious and compelling.
Right.
I don't care what this guy's deal is.
This fucking student at the Garden
If
Mercenary
there is
School.
not some sort of backstory to him, and then we're supposed to root for him falling in love.
I don't care. Yeah, no, that's not
gonna
gonna
be
work.
crazy.
Yeah.
What did you say? If you have something to say, just say it.
Yeah, I'll tell you.
How serious are you, really?
You ready to take this
Three
all
of
the way?
you plop down on the floor to discuss strategy. On top of that, you can't make a decision without our input, right?
Real people
How do you
do it
I
at
wish I-
tables.
I
They
wish-
strategize at tables,
I
not
wish-
on the floor.
I wish I had not said this. How do you think we feel working for such an organization? Jesus Christ. Oh, jeez.
What an asshole.
That was rough, man. That was rough.
That was too much, man.
You know, maybe this was all a big mistake. Thought everything would work out fine when Seed came to help us. But I guess it's not that easy.
Well, when you get sent an
It's
asshole,
all been working out fine.
You were all hired. It's not like you're one of us.
Let's see. We'll cancel the plan and we'll disperse for now.
So because Squall was such a dick, Renoa disperses the plan and everybody walks away.
Yeah, she's like, you know what? Forget it.
And now the president's actual broadcast begins.
And I mean, I don't disagree with her. Like, in the middle of this mission, Squall stops just to belittle Renoa. I hate him.
Yeah.
I think he's a piece of shit, and I don't think he ever gets better, really.
I did not like that. I did not like that at all.
But yeah, up on the giant TV on the wall, the broadcast begins.
People of the world, can you see me? Can you hear me? Oh, this is incredible, ladies and gentlemen. This is not a recording. This is an actual broadcast over the air. Yes, it's been 17 years since a live broadcast has been possible.
Wait, is this the president?
No, he's an announcer.
Okay.
If you had a TV that only could receive stuff over the air and nothing was broadcast for 17 years, would you still have that TV?
You know what? That's a great question.
Like, are these TVs just kicking on around the country and they're it's back?
Yeah, it's like they're like, we have to broadcast over the air or else not everyone will see it. But like, who's going to see it over the air?
Right.
It's been nearly 2 decades. Nobody... This... This is just beginning.
Oh, please excuse me. I seem to have lost my composure. We would like to present to you today a message from the lifelong president of Galbadia, Benzer Delling. Ladies and gentlemen, President Delling.
Okay, here he comes. What if he comes out and he's that monster we fought? Real president-looking president, you know?
Greetings, I am Benzer Delling, lifelong president of Galbadia. Today I stand before you to make the following proposition. We, the people of this world, have the power to end all war.
Uh-huh.
See, it's a peace proposal to the world. I knew it.
Selfie, don't jump the gun.
Unfortunately, there are some trifling problems standing between Galbadia and other nations, and they must be resolved.
You don't say.
I plan to convene with other nations' leaders immediately to resolve these problems. At this time, allow me to introduce the ambassador, who will be my representative for the conference.
Man, all this just to introduce an ambassador?
The ambassador is the sorceress.
Oh, shit.
The sorceress? Oh, wait, whoa. Seifer.
Seifer is not... Whoa.
What the fuck?
Holy shit.
What are you doing?
Out of nowhere during the broadcast, Seifer runs in and knocks over the camera, which continues broadcasting from the side, and he, puts the sword up to the president's throat.
The camera fell over.
Oh, shit.
What's he doing?
Oh, and Quistis?
Instructor Trape.
And then Quistis shows up. I mean, we were about to storm in here and do this, and then we got into, a hissy fit fight, like a teenage... pointless fight about nothing and decided not to, and then immediately afterwards
We watched this.
it happens, it seems like.
Stay back. Wait. Oh yeah, stay back.
Squall, what are we gonna do? It's none of our business.
This is none of our business?
Timber Team, are you watching? Get over here right now. You have permission. I need your help.
Oh yeah, you have permission. I need your help. It's almost Irish for a second.
So that was pretty baffling, but I think the important thing is we now need to go and do the thing we were gonna do because Quistis is calling us over.
Here's my question. Couldn't this have just happened on that screen as we were running by, and instead of having a fight that deflates the tension, we just go, oh, we need to get there now, what's happening in there, and run in? Because it's what happens regardless.
Yeah, I think that would be better.
This is one of those moments where I'm like, you don't even have to change like the programming, you just change the dialogue.
Yeah.
Anyway, we go in.
We should one day take the time and rewrite the entire script and have it like plugged in to the same programming, but like totally
I
rewrite
hate
this
you
game.
for even suggesting this. You can't do that. You can't just say that and record it. What are you doing?
So we run into the building where the broadcast is happening.
Yeah, and it's like Seifer has the president like held hostage, and everyone's like, Seifer, what are you doing?
And Quistis is saying that we need to restrain him.
We need to restrain him. What do you think you're doing? It's obvious, ain't it? He broke out of the disciplinary room, injuring many in the process.
You stupid idiot!
Zell, please, be quiet.
You're gonna take this stupid idiot back to Garden, right?
So Zell starts like yelling at Seifer to stop what he's doing, and then slips up and mentions that we're all from Garden.
Which the president hears, and
Suddenly he's like, oh, you fucked up now. Like, if anything happens to me, Garden will blah, blah, blah.
I see. You're all from Garden. Should anything happen to me, the entire Galbadian military will undoubtedly crush Garden. You can let go of me now. Nice going, Chicken Wuss. You and your stupid big mouth.
What, wait, he just said that we're all from Garden? Is that it?
There's so much here to try to unpack.
right.
Because first of all, Quistis chased Seifer here. And now everyone is like, Seifer, stop what you're doing.
Right.
But he's doing exactly what we were planning to do.
Right.
Right? So that's already kind of like muddy.
And then we revealed that we're from Garden to the president.
And he's like, if anything happens to me, the Galbadian army will crush Garden. But in my mind, I'm like, would that be the case if it was Seeds doing it? Or is it because Seifer's a student? You know, if it's anyone from Garden, even Seeds, then how does Garden operate at all as a mercenary faction, period? Because wouldn't they immediately get crushed?
You'd think.
Like,
And Seifer's reaction to this is like, nice going. You revealed that we're from Garden. Now we have to let him go? Is that what he's like?
And I mean, I'm so confused about like why and how he showed up at the TV station. Like, he knows Renoa, but it's not like she called him on the phone and was like, we're going to the TV station.
No, he broke out of the disciplinary room at the school
and came here. I think for a lot of these scenes, maybe what we should do is just discuss what we think might be happening, because it's never clear.
Right.
I guess his motivation here is that he's trying to help Renoa. But anyway,
I guess.
All you need to know
is... I still don't understand his romantic dream.
Well, he yelled that he was going to explain it to us, but he hasn't. And the point is, I guess, that now the president of Galbadia is mad at Garden for being a mercenary,
for taking him hostage.
Yeah, for taking him hostage
during his broadcast.
And all of us are gonna act like Seifer really fucked us over by doing this, even though we were about to do, I'm pretty sure, exactly this. In fact, we tried to kidnap the president 20 minutes ago. You know, I mean, like...
Yeah.
So Seifer's out of line for doing this for some reason that I can't fucking understand at all, no matter how hard I think about it. And anyway, it's about to not matter at all, because what's about to happen is fucking bananas.
Take care of this mess, Instructor and Mr. Leader. Squall's Mr. Leader.
I guess.
Mr. Leader was my father.
I am here to announce I'm king of the world now.
Squall goes up and fucks around at the microphones after that moment.
So we walk into the next room, and Seifer still has his sword around the president's neck, and everything is all purple.
Mm-hmm. and some mysterious music kicks on, and like a portal opens.
Here's the bad guy.
Here's the sorceress.
Yeah, out of the portal comes the sorceress.
Yeah, she can only be described as a sorceress. I mean, she's got like a
Feathered coat.
and weird thing on her head. She came here with magic.
I guess she showed up here because she was about to be introduced as the ambassador by the president, and she's like, oh, am I not going on TV?
Poor boy.
She starts talking to Seifer.
Stay away from me.
Such a confused little boy. Are you going to step forward, retreat? You have to decide.
Stay back.
The boy in you is telling you to come. The adult in you is telling you to back off.
She conjures up a little bit of light. She's doing something.
She starts doing some like mind fuckery on him. She's like, you're thinking this, but you desire this, and I'm going to confuse you.
You can't make up your mind. You don't know the right answer.
I think she cast Confuse.
You want help, don't you? You want to be saved from this predicament.
Shut up!
Don't be ashamed to ask for help. Besides, you're only a little boy. You're what, 14, 13 years old? Look at you.
I'm not. Stop calling me a boy.
You don't want to be a boy anymore?
I'm not a boy. So she's gonna brain fuck him.
No, she's gonna bar mitzvah him. He's gonna become a man.
Come with me to a place of no return. Bid your farewell to your childhood.
Seifer lets go of the president, and the president takes off running.
He's waving goodbye to us. Whoa.
And then, in a trance, Seifer and the sorceress walk into the portal and disappear.
And right at that moment, Renoa walks into the room.
Hey guys, where's Seifer? We don't know. He'll be okay, right? What do you care? You love us. We've seen the cover of the game.
You're gonna fall into our arms, not his.
So as we're leaving, Renoa explains to us that they found our train base and destroyed it, which I'm now thinking, like, of course they did.
They found our base. It's completely destroyed.
Yeah, you follow the tracks. and
Exactly.
You're there.
Like, where can it go?
And everyone else? They're fine. They're good at escaping.
They're good at escaping. We have to stay away from Timber for a while. Is there a safe place you can take me? This is an order. An order from your client, remember?
Alright. You can stay in my dorm room. This way.
So we go back to the house where the lady who likes fighting with her husband is.
But this time for plot reasons.
She's the leader of the Forest Foxes, so everyone has their own, like, 4-person gang of resistance fighters.
Almost everyone's a resistance member in this town. But right now, we're the only ones that are really active.
I still don't get it. What did Seifer come here for? I think he came to help us, the Forest Owls. I talked about it a lot with him, so please don't think too badly of him. You danced? What is going on?
Hey,
Upstairs, hurry. I think there's, like, guards coming to look for us.
So we go upstairs to hide from the soldiers, and Renoa is like, I hope Seifer's okay.
And all of us are like, we fucking hate that guy.
Wonder if he's alright. Who gives a fuck? What's gonna happen to Seifer? He may already be dead.
that would be cool.
How can you be so casual? I feel sorry for him. I still hope he's alive. Think what you want.
You think they're brother and sister? Like, if they're boyfriend and girlfriend, it feels too obvious.
I mean, like, I'm not expecting the most subtle storytelling from this, but they could be
suppose.
brother and sister, but I mean, they don't really look similar.
Well, then why aren't they telling us what they are? to each
Because
other?
they want us to feel like, but I want her to like me. What is she to him? I'm jealous. Jeff, I'm jealous.
Ugh.
I'm jealous of Seifer.
It's moments like this playing this game where I really feel weird being a 33-year-old playing it rather than a 17-year-old playing it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just realizing the big central mystery right now is who does Renoa like?
You're mean.
He is mean.
Meanie. What's up, Selfie? I want to go home. Yeah, me too. Dot, dot, dot.
Boo, boo,
What is
boo,
this?
boo, boo,
Seems like everyone's tired.
boo, boo.
So what's your plan?
Walk out of
I
here.
guess. Any thoughts on where to go? We have to get out of here first.
Oh, getting out of here is only the first step.
So it seems like the soldiers are gone for now, and we gotta figure out our next move.
What do you mean? Garden Code Article 8, Line 7. 87. In the event that returning to the assigned garden is not possible, report to the nearest garden.
We realize protocol states that in this circumstance, go to the nearest garden, not just go back to Balam, but find the nearest garden, which is going to be Galbadia Garden this time.
Very good. From here, that would be Galbadia Garden.
Garden.
Isn't that where we came from? Or no, we were at Balam Garden. Okay.
Yeah, Balam Garden.
We can take the train from here and get off at the station called East Academy. From there, we have to go through the forest west of the station to the Galbadia Garden. I've been there several times. We should be okay.
Okay.
On our way to the station, out in front of the Timber Maniacs building, we run into a Galbadian soldier, who it turns out is Watts in disguise.
It's me, sir. It's me. Oh, it's Watts. Yeah. Got some info, sir. Timber Station will be shut down temporarily. Mega bummer.
It's not completely shut down yet. The last train out of here is bound for East Academy.
We're getting on that train.
So Renault's gonna come with us. We gotta catch the last train. Watts is gonna gather info, whatever that means.
We head towards the train station.
This way?
Renoa, Squall, it's me. The
Oh,
mystery
Zone.
man. Oh, Zone? Oh, he's in old man disguise?
Then we run into Zone, who gives us some train tickets.
And if you remember Zone's character trait, it's that his stomach hurts.
Ouch, my stomach hurts. Just get going, the train's leaving. When is this guy gonna take a shit?
I wonder if they were like, in what zone, like, I don't know, his stomach hurts. That's his character thing.
I don't know either, but he keeps going over and his stomach is hurting.
Zone, we're gonna see each other again, okay?
What if this guy
No
has
matter what,
appendicitis?
you have to survive. We have to liberate Timber together, remember? I know. I'll go hide in a bathroom or something. Now get going.
Anyway, after a lot more talking to NPCs that we're gonna cut,
I just want to point out, on our way to the train, we run into two kids who have a lot to say, and then an entire household. None of this, like, has any implication for anything that happens later. It's not a side quest, it's just nothing.
we're gonna spare you that, and we get on the train and we start heading towards the East Academy station.
This train bound for East Academy will depart shortly. As in immediately.
Yeah, like, as I...
Open!
We angstily walk into the other room of the train where Stealthy is looking out the window.
Hey, what's up?
And literally singing songs about how much she loves trains. I don't have anything to say about it other than, like, how are these kids mercenaries? Like, she's like a delightful, like, teenage girl who's just having fun on a road trip.
Train, take us away.
She's
take
a
us away,
mercenary.
far
She's
away.
a child soldier.
Take us away, train, take us away, far away. To the future we will go. Where it leads, no one knows.
Okay,
Sing my train song. There ain't no getting off this train, no getting off this train.
We walk up to Zell and we're presented with a very baffling option.
leave him alone or stay put. What is the difference between stay put? Leave him alone.
What? What?
I don't know. Leave him alone is how you progress. You
Huh?
gotta leave Zell alone.
Okay.
So after you choose to leave Zell alone rather than staying put, the train will drop you off at the East Academy station on the world map.
That's so weird. And then we go through the forest or something?
Yeah.
She said where to go.
See what kind of enemies we got around here. God, I wish in the remaster they had mapped the fucking camera to this joystick.
Would have been nice. But
That
I
looks like
wanted
a
to know when it's
forest.
Okay.
That looks like a big forest that way. I think it's that way.
Are you sure? Not
I
towards
thought she said to
park?
the east, and it's a big forest.
Hey, wait, look to your right.
She said west through the forest.
Well, she said you're gonna go to East Academy Station and
Yeah,
go west
yeah.
through the forest. So all I'm really remembering is forest,
and east.
and I kind of remember east, but like right next to the station, like right where they drop you off, is a giant forest.
So we head for that?
Yeah.
Well,
I'm gonna run around here for a
okay.
bit. Was I going this way?
I know. I think you were. Yeah, I think you were going straight.
So we're battling through the forest, and you throw a potion on the enemy.
Where did I toss that on? God damn it.
Sometimes it's really hard to tell who you've selected.
Gotta love potioning the enemy.
I think that might be even worse in this game than in 7.
I think you're going the right way. If that was indeed the right way.
I don't know.
What's
Here's
that?
another train station. Feeling kind of lost.
On the horizon, we see a building that we think is where we're supposed to go.
It's totally timber. I just walked back from the train station.
Exactly.
Wait, this is where we were.
Exactly.
Oh, man.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, I went the wrong way. We took a train, like, not
very far.
not very far at all. Northwest, like
Yeah,
this way.
This way.
Okay.
And then...
So we really didn't walk very far from the train station to get back to Timber. But first of all, the encounter rate is really high. Like every 3 steps you get in a fight, which is disorienting. Second of all, when we went into the forest, the camera tilted to looking straight down on Squall, so you can only see woods. So walking back to the train station, I really have no idea where it is. And it's really close, but I'm like, I don't know.
This way?
What? I thought that you took like a shorter route to... I guess you went through that forest.
I did.
The map just looked totally different than
I'm
I
just like
expected it
fucking
to.
lost, yeah. Oh my god.
Too fucking dense. This game has some dense ass
It
encounters.
does, really, seriously.
Man. I love the way this turkey twitches. Wake up, turkey. Go back to sleep, turkey.
Oh yeah, we've got sleep on someone's weapon, and then if you hit somebody who's asleep, you wake them up. So we're fighting a turkey, just putting it to sleep and waking it up, and putting it to sleep and waking it up.
What a hellish experience.
Wake up, turkey.
You're being like put to sleep and then immediately smacked awake with a nunchuck.
You're dead, turkey. You guys leveled up, which is bad or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I know. I'm a little worried about it. Fuck, where am I now?
Ah!
Oh my fucking god.
Jesus! Jesus Christ.
God.
Oh man.
Come on. This is more than any of the ones we've played, right? Like that.
I think that was crazy.
Wait, this
Is this
is the station we got dropped off
Okay,
at.
okay.
So
There's a
over
ravine.
there.
Yeah, I
Yeah?
think that way.
So I know I went the wrong way the first time, so I pick another direction where I can see forest and go that way, which is also not the right way.
What is this?
And we come across a weird car that's blocking a bridge.
Yeah, there's some kind of roadblock on this train bridge.
I think it's just blocking. Yeah, Galbadian. This is Galbadian soldiers blocking the train tracks. Maybe. Oh, over
They look like
here.
people.
Okay, I think I see the way. I see the way forward.
Okay, good.
I think through there, maybe.
Yeah, I think that was... I think you were close to that.
This encounter rate is fucking bananas. Like, it's like literally 2 steps. It's crazy. I guess I should be drawing constantly? I don't even really...
Or running away.
I could be running, yeah. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. Let's get out of here. We got our blizzards. Yeah, since everything levels with you in this game, I guess it's fine to run?
I'm thinking that. Yeah, I think if you look to your right, that's actually the station you got dropped off at.
Yeah,
that might
it
have
is.
been another station.
No, that's the same station
Oh, okay.
that we just were at.
Okay, that me too. Oh, man. Wow. Okay. Well, we took a wrong turn at the beginning of being left off at that station. GFs are really like personas, you know?
They are.
Good God.
I can see where we're supposed to go, and like it's just like every like 2 steps there's another battle, and we're just like inching our way to the destination.
Good God. Good God. Oh my God. That's too much. Christ.
Yeah, here we
Okay.
go.
Good God.
So we finally make it to the right forest. And
Yeah.
the forest is like a location that you enter, not like a forest that you could just walk through in the overworld.
This looks like where we were running through as those fucking losers.
And yeah, this forest location is recognizable because this is where the first dream where your Laguna begins, where he's like, we're lost, we gotta find the car.
We're not too far from Galbadia Garden now.
And like Selfie and Zell are like freaking out about is Galbadia gonna destroy Garden? And Squall responds with like a shrug, and Renoa kind of lays into him for this.
You're just a great leader, aren't you? Do you actually have fun acting so callous toward your comrades?
Seriously, how did we become a leader of any squad when we were in school?
Sid, like, decided that we were the leader. And yeah, Squall is like, Zell is freaking out because he's like, is Galbadia really going to attack Garden? And Squall is like brushing him off. And Renoa is like, sarcastically like, wow, you're a great leader. And I guess these fights between Squall and Renoa are supposed to be like sexual tension or something.
They read to me as her being like, wow, man, you kind of suck.
Yeah, it doesn't read like that at all. It just reads like they're not getting along.
Which makes
period.
her behavior when the inevitable love begins to blossom.
It's baffling.
Completely insane.
When it starts, you're just watching it and you're like, Renoa, you're better than this.
Not again. Zell wants your support. I knew it was going to be something like that. Don't you ever worry about or even think about the well-being of your comrades?
I don't believe in relying on others. Man.
Don't you understand?
I mean, where did he get this from? The school should have indoctrinated him into, like, there is no I in team shit.
Well, I mean, as we've seen, it's unclear what, if anything, the school is really teaching them.
Yeah.
I mean, on the last day of class, he learned how to use magic. But, Renoa's, like, giving him what for, and he's just, like, in his inner monologue saying whatever. He's not even saying it out loud to her. So is he just, like, staring her down like a psycho?
Whatever. Can we just get this guy on board with changing?
Is he gonna, like, change by hallucinating that he's this Galbadian soldier who's not an asshole throughout the game, and eventually he won't be a dick?
I mean, how long is that gonna take? Because I'm ready for him to start changing. Are you listening?
Dude,
Squall?
we're on disc 1 still. Oh, whoa! Headache is happening.
Headache. What
whoa,
the?
he's getting a cloud headache.
The sensation. That's what they're gonna be known from now on as a cloud headache.
Yeah, they all start getting a cloud headache.
Well, no sooner did we bring up the idea that Laguna is there to, like, maybe teach Squall a lesson than, like, they all go into a Laguna dream.
Everybody passes out in the jungle.
Well, not everybody. 3 of them pass out,
the others
and the
are
others
awake.
stand around and watch.
Oh, jeez.
Whoa, you passed out.
Oh, we're all
Voices
passing
too.
out.
Oh boy.
Oh, we're gonna go be Galbadians
There's
again,
like
aren't we?
a dog whistle happening.
Me too. Do we have something in our heads?
Yeah, so we're out in an open, well-ventilated area, so the being gassed theory is out for, like, why this happens.
What's going on? Renoa and Zell seem fine.
they went to the dream world.
What? Wait, so it wasn't a gas, it was like a noise?
I bet the sorceress is doing something to us.
Oh, I bet you're right.
And that's where we're going to break for episode 6, season 6.
Yeah, we're back in the dream world. We're about to have another little adventure with Luna, Ward, and Kyros. Laguna, Ward, and Kyros. Apologies. I have a headache.
Laguna.
I have a headache from trying to dissect that last episode. But, things are moving along. We walked around a little on the world map, which for me, gameplay-wise, getting lost on my way to this forest was probably the best part of this entire play session.
It was pretty fun.
It was like the most fun part to play.
Yeah. Man, that TV station section is pretty baffling. Like,
Well-
it could have been really cool. I like the image of, like, the way that the camera falls over during the broadcast, and it's like, oh, the shit's going down. But,
Well,
like,
it's just like everything else. They didn't properly set up the expectations at all of, like, what we expected to happen when we got there versus what actually did.
yeah.
And on top of that, the messiness of, like, oh no, Galbadia will be mad at Garden now, makes me wonder if, like, they've ever sent seeds to do anything. And they finally did, and Sid and everyone was like, oh shit, you mean they're gonna be mad at us for fighting them? Like, it's so...
It's never
weird
blown
to me.
back.
Yeah, it makes no sense to me. And,
Yeah.
I get that, like, Seifer wasn't on the mission and he shouldn't have been there. But
He
like,
broke out of...
He broke out of... Yeah, for some reason, he
broke out of the disciplinary room.
It's almost like he's
and
sensed...
Quistis chased him there, like, 10 feet behind him.
Like, on foot, I guess.
Like, he runs in and grabs the president. She's, like, there, too, already.
Yeah, I mean, were they on the same train to get here? We had to take a train through a channel. Like, it's on a different... Like, Balam is on an island.
Man.
We did see the sorceress, though. We saw the villain, and it's clear that she's, like, the villain because of how she's introduced.
Mind fucks Seifer and takes him away.
Which, that's, like, the first... So that TV station thing is, like, the first, like, taste. Just the first tantalizing taste of the total horse shit
that's coming.
But I promise you, I say horse shit like it's bad. This is gonna get way more fun.
We're gonna have so much more fun as the time goes on.
Once they just like take the latch off that dump truck full of manure and just dump it into our car like Biff in Back to the Future.
Yeah.
It's gonna be way better.
I feel like very soon we're gonna start realizing what this game really is and locking into like, oh, this is how seriously we should take this.
Yeah, exactly. Right now, playing it, we're still in the mode of trying to scrutinize and going like,
what are they setting up?
Yeah, like what
does it mean?
What awesome things are gonna happen and blah blah blah, which is like a fool's errand because there is no way to like guess what's gonna happen next in this
you're
game.
on a roller coaster that is built in the dark.
Yeah. You're on Space Mountain. And
you don't know when the turns are coming.
Even the lights are off.
You're in the back. Yeah.
Yeah, you're in the back.
So what's happening next week?
Well, we're going to have our adventure with Ward, and then we're going to get to Galbadia Garden.
Yeah, we're going to do our first real dungeon of the game.
That's true. Man, this far into the game, and not one dungeon or dungeon-like thing at all.
I mean, you could make the argument that the fire cave is...
No, you can't. No. No, that's a 3-screen walk. That doesn't count.
So that'll be exciting.
Yeah, I mean, I'm getting excited. Like the further we get, I'm actually like getting like excited to cover those parts of the game.
Yeah. So tune in next week.
Oh shit! And also, happy birthday, Armin Shimerman.
Yes. Oh,
this episode was for you.
Dedicated to Armin Shimerman. Before we go, do you want to check in with the computer console and see if there's any messages for us on the message board?
You know I do.
Logging in now. All right, we're logged in. We're online and surfing the net. I do love
slapping the board.
What?
The keyboard. You're slapping the board. Gonna upload some textos.
Okay, so the message is from Brent and Justin, and it says, "Hiya, folks. If a no-cat-style romp through the Shin Megami Tensei Persona universe, helmed by a 2-person doomgaze band from Mississippi sounds like a show you'd be interested in, you should definitely seek out Digital Devil Pod. Shin Megami Let's Play. Play is spelled Plei. On your podcast platform of choice. Season 1, Kyu-Yaku Megami Tensei Part 1, starts soon, or has maybe started already, and we'll be posting all kinds of content like maps, clips, screen caps, and a soundtrack of covers as we go along. So find us on the socials at Digital Devil Pod, and don't forget to ring that bell. Take care, Brent and Justin." There's a PS here. We wish Doomgaze as a genre had anything to do with the FF6 boss, but sadly it doesn't.
That sounds great. I'll have to check that out. I'm familiar with a lot of metal and shoegaze, but I haven't heard any doomgaze yet, and I'm very enticed by it.
I'm a big fan of the Persona games.
Well, yeah,
I played 4 and 5.
I was going to say that, too. I'm glad they're doing it, because we get so many requests from people about other JRPGs, especially the Persona games.
Yeah, so somebody's out there doing it.
Yeah, and we're just not going to. So, so these guys are handling it.
Yeah. So that's Digital Devil Pod and Brent and Justin. Thank you so much for that message.
Yeah, and thanks for contributing to the audio-only Let's Play genre.
Yeah, and let's log off.
We need more boots on the ground.
If you're interested in a message, they're just $25 a piece. Just email nocatpodcast@gmail.com. We do payments through PayPal, so just email us with whatever you want. We'll make it happen. Thank you so much to the Patreon supporters.
Yes, as always, Thank you so much.
You're what keeps us going.
Yeah, we just really appreciate it, and we're glad you enjoy it.
If you're interested in joining the Patreon, you can get the video version, you can get episodes early, you can get free merch.
And we also have a ton of bonus content on there.
That's
and
right.
We will be
Doing
providing some more this season, yeah.
So go to patreon.com/NoCat to get all of that stuff. Follow us on Twitter at NoCat Podcast and talk to us. Email us, nocatpodcast@gmail.com. Go to the Etsy page if you just want to buy a shirt or a mug and support us that way. It's
Pray
a great
to
way to
us if
support
that's
the show.
your thing. God. Set out some candles, print our pictures, make an altar, sacrifice a lamb.
And have that be your iTunes review somehow.
And rate and review us on Apple Podcasts.
All right, is there anything else?
If you do sacrifice a lamb, be sure to eat it.
Yeah,
Get a
use
good
every part of
recipe.
it.
Maybe ask a butcher for advice. Don't hurt animals. Don't do it. Just, you know what? Don't pray to us.
All right, so here's your dessert. It's hot dogs again and again.
But maybe this time they're like those fancy Korean hot dogs or something like
Right,
that.
the octopus style
Or no, just they
Or
make, better hot dogs over there, like they're
All right.
serious about it.
Korean hot dogs. Yeah, maybe we'll start having like the Dodger dog or a Fenway Frank.
You know what? Because we were complaining about hot dogs. You know what I didn't really consider is that in Japan, hot dogs are probably bonkers.
So here they are.
Haley, bring that here. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl.